Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Cali Veo channel. We're going to talk about the infamous leader, Sheng Thao, the city mayor of Oakland. Nobody knows where she's at. Well, at least right now. I knew where she was at 10 minutes ago. She was just on that couch right there, getting dominated. Nah, I'm just joking. But I will fold her ass up though. But let's check out some facts about her. 38 years old. Oh, she's close to my age. I just look young and still look good. But yeah. Democratic Party. Let's learn some facts about Mayor Sheng Thao. She's a very interesting individual. Sheng Thao is an American politician and the 51st mayor of Oakland. She is the first Hmong American mayor and city mayor of the United States. She was elected mayor of Oakland in 2022 and started her term in January 2023. Okay, so she was born in Stockton. Wow, how do you go from Stockton to Oakland and Oakland to Stockton? Those places have some interesting connections, but early life and education. Her parents were refugees from Laos who escaped Hmong genocide and eventually immigrated to the United States. Thao was the 7th of 10 children and grew up in poverty, spending some childhood in public housing, just like London Mayor Breed right here. And see, a lot of these politicians had hard knock lives back in the day, but who hasn't? At some point in your life, you struggled. All of us. But let's talk about these raids though, because it's getting a little crazy. I think she's been hanging out with Diddy. That's what I think.
That she would have been asked for information or documents or devices if they were needed, and that she must have refused that if they got a search warrant. So I'm quite surprised that the search warrant was the first she'd heard of this investigation. The optics are bad, but the fact is that she is going to cooperate with the investigation, and she would have done that in the first place.
Brass also said Mayor Thao is working from a remote location because of the media circus around the raids, and that she will release a statement sometime next week. A former chief of staff for Thao believes she should resign following the raid at her home. Agents interviewed her about a year ago. While the FBI hasn't linked Mayor Thao to any kind of wrongdoing, the former confidant of the mayor spoke out. Dahlin joins us now.
Pause. Before we get any further, people must understand, because see, the United States is a very political viewed country, right? So a lot of people put trust, yet their whole lives into the belief into these politicians. But what they forget is these people truly do not care about them. Once you get into politics, all it is this and dirty money. These people do not care about you. Do not put your life on the line and put your beliefs and sell your souls to these people. I promise you they do not care.
Now in studio with more on this developing story, Da.
That's right. I first met this former chief of staff, Miss Rania Webb, back in November 2022 during a Sheng Thao campaign event. A few months later, she contacted me saying that, hey, I resigned from the Thao office because of concerns over pay to play allegations. And I asked her for evidence at the time. It was just her words. Fast forward to this Thursday, the FBI raid. We decided to talk to her again. This is Miss Webb's side of the story.
And then they said I met her at her birthday party that she had up in Montclair.
Rania Webb worked closely with and had access to Sheng Thao that few people had for a year and 4 months. Webb served as Thao's right-hand person, working as chief of staff when Thao was the District 4 council member. Webb says she volunteered and spent countless hours on Thao's mayoral campaign in 2022. She says she also led Thao's transition team after Thao won the election.
A lot of what's coming out now is the reason I resigned shortly thereafter winning the election.
She was more sad than surprised about FBI agents raiding Thao's home on Thursday.
I wasn't surprised. I was like, finally the truth is coming out.
Webb accuses Thao's boyfriend, Andre Jones, of being the mastermind and running pay-to-play scheme.
Pookie! That's a Pookie. That's the look of a Pookie. So, yeah. She's just like that other city girl mayor that's always on the always in the limelight. It's crazy. Like I said, you can't trust these people. It's a lot of dirt going on. They always have criminal type partners. So you can't trust none of these people, especially when they're dealing with people when their partners are beneath them.
during Tao's campaign for mayor and after she won.
I had found out that Andre, her boyfriend, was promising people jobs in our administration, promising people appointments on different commissions and boards from out of the mouths of people that told me they were promised positions, they were promised board positions, and at the mouth of what they would always, Andre, that was who they would say, Andre promised me this.
Webb claims Jones was controlling and calling the shots. She says Thao went along with him.
It's sad. He's making her do things, pushing her to do things that I don't believe she would do otherwise. I just really don't.
Webb says Jones and Thao met when they worked for council member Rebecca Kaplan. Jones was Kaplan's chief of staff, and Thao was an intern.
When I first mentioned to Sheng at the house that got raided yesterday, that people were coming to me, what Andre had promised them, and her response to me was, just ignore Andre. You're going to be making close to $200,000.
Yeah, right.
Just ignore it. And it just hurt my heart. I just looked at her and I told her, I don't care about the money.
After Thao won the election in November, Webb says she resigned on New Year's Eve 2022. She says in early 2023, she complained to the City Council and the Public Ethics Commission about the pay-to-play allegation. She says the council ignored her complaint. The Ethics Commission sent a follow-up email requesting evidence, but Webb could not produce physical evidence, so that complaint went nowhere. Webb says Thao at the time denied all the accusations, telling others Webb was disgruntled, had mental health issues, and made up lies.
What sense would it make that I would help her win the election, run her transition team, and then all of a sudden I just lose my mind?
The FBI contacted Webb and interviewed her for 2.5 hours on February 3rd, 2023. She says agents asked a lot of questions about Thao's campaign funding.
It was about campaign contributions, about some of the appointments, like to the port.
Webb says the FBI agents did not offer specifics about their investigation at the time, and she doesn't know if the FBI raid is related to the pay-to-play allegation. The FBI remains tight-lipped about the raid at Thao's home. While the FBI has not accused Thao or Jones of any wrongdoing, Webb believes Thao should resign.
I texted her and told her I'm praying for her, but we still have to deal with the consequences of our behaviors. And I just hope she gets the help that she needs.
Wow. I asked Thao's attorney, Tony Brass, about the pay-to-play allegation. He did not respond to my email. We try to get Andre Jones' side of the story as well.
Okay, we need to go on to the next video.
Anna is in our newsroom live with more information about who this family is.
Yeah, well, Crystal, that is the big question here. Who are the Dongs and how are they connected to Mayor Thao? The FBI has been tight-lipped about what they're investigating, but what we can tell you is the Dong family is a politically powerful family in Oakland. They've been investigated by the city before. Now they're the subject of a federal investigation.
4 Oakland locations raided by the FBI Thursday morning. One of them, the home of Mayor Sheng Thao. The other 3 connected to the Dong family. So who are the Dongs? Well, the company owns the recycling company Cal Waste Solutions, Oakland's official recycling collector. This is a photo of the family from the Cal Waste website. Siblings David, the CEO, Christina, CFO, and Victor, vice president. In 2017, the city of Oakland sued Cal Waste for overcharging customers by about $6 million. They were forced to refund about 2,000 multifamily building owners. The Cal Waste office was one of the spots raided by the FBI and IRS. 2 homes were also raided. David Dong's on Skyline Boulevard, where the postal inspector was also there, and his son Andy Dong's on Viewcrest Court. A neighbor told us he saw 2 people put in handcuffs there.
All of these places that they have searched indicates that they have been working on an investigation for quite some time and were able to convince a judge that they needed to go into all of these places.
The Dong family is heavily involved in politics and fundraising for politicians in both state and local government. Their social media pages are full of photos with prominent politicians. Andy's Instagram featuring Attorney General Rob Bonta and Governor Gavin Newsom. David's Facebook showing photos with Senator Tim Kaine and John Kerry, posted just last week. In 2019, the Oakland Public Ethics Commission launched an investigation into allegations that Cal Waste had been funneling illegal campaign contributions to at least 5 city council candidates, including Thao. Later, a campaign finance watchdog launched its own investigation into Andy Dong for laundering campaign contributions.
Well, there is at least probable cause to suspect that there might be some federal violation here, and that's how you get an FBI raid. So my understanding is that prior inquiries into this family involved campaign contributions, which are typically a local or state issue. So what you have with a federal raid here is questions about whether or not federal laws were violated.
The Dongs also lead the Vietnamese American Business Association, which helped sponsor and plan Mayor Thao's trip to Vietnam last summer to promote trade.
Sad.
Mayor Thao's office and the Dong family have not responded to our request for comment, and as for the FBI, they don't plan to send out an update for at least a week. Live in the newsroom, Amanda Quintana, KTVU Fox.
Yeah, these people are full of shit, but yet everybody heavily believes in them. When it comes to politics, it's just all a scam. So I hope you guys, you heavily political individuals, especially you liberals, I hope y'all learned something from this. Don't trust these people. Live your life the way you want it. Out.